Retro Stu here as always, and today I'm going to do a video talking about my last month of pickups. Some of these things were before OS Games Festival, the biggest retro gaming event in Portugal, and some of them were, of course, during OS Games Festival. I'm not going to say what I got before, what I got after. I'm not going to talk about all my friends that got me stuff. I'm not going to talk about all the sellers because it's a lot of stuff, and if I do that, I'm going to lose a lot of time. I'm going to talk about some games a little bit more in detail. I'm going to show all of them, but of course, some of them I'm going to talk a little bit more, others not. First thing I want to say is, Mr. NES, thank you for the t-shirt once again, and this is a way of saying thank you, my friend. Of course, all of these YouTube friends and sellers are in my last video. Even if you don't speak Portuguese, you can still see it and see what I'm talking about. It was a great retro gaming weekend. So my friends, nothing else to say, let's get it started. The first game I'm going to talk about was the only Famicom game I got, and it's pretty cool. It is Mappyland. A lot like the first Mappy, the same style sim mechanics, but with a different kind of scenario, where you go from one point to the other after catching everything, or you can't leave the map. So it's more of the same, but still good and great fun. One little downside, I think the first Mappy has better graphics, but it's still a cool game. Nice add to my collection. Next, let's see, I'll go for the NES games. The first game I want to talk about is a game that I had when I was a kid, and Retro Raider, my friend, you brought it back to me. And it is a great add to my collection. I played a lot of this when I was a kid. It's one of those games I lost when I was growing up. Still missing Mighty Phenol Fight from the games I had when I was a kid, but this one is back home. The Addams Family. I like it. Some people don't. Hey, what can I say? I like it. I like a lot of weird games. Another classic that I got for the NES, Paperboy. Excellent game, nice price. Here it is, one more for my collection. And a game that I sincerely think Commando is still better than this. And it is Ikara Warriors. I think Commando is a better version of this style of game than Ikara Warriors on the NES. But hey, still playable. Not that bad, just not that good. So let's get down to Super Famicom and Super Nintendo. I got them all mixed up right now, and I'm sincerely not going to talk about them in any specific order. What did I got? First one, the game just came to my hand. Bomberman B. Danam. It's an excellent game. It's not the typical Bomberman. You have little spheres, and you have to throw them against the bombs that are all in the TV at the time in the screen, and you have to make them all blow up at the same time. So it's a different version of a Bomberman game, and it came out late in the life of the Super Famicom. It came out in 1996, just for you guys to have an idea. Other games that I got, let's see, I got Castlevania on the Super Famicom. It's one of those games, it doesn't matter if it's Portuguese, English, whatever, it's Castlevania. You just have to push start and start playing, and the instructions and options are in English, so it's English friendly. Funny that Simon Belmont here is dressed in blue like you have on the cover of Dracula X, so some people sometimes get this mistaken with Dracula X, but it's not, it's Castlevania. Excellent game. What else? SimCity, PAL version, pretty cool, nice to play, English friendly, great game. It's SimCity, who doesn't know SimCity? Now a Famicom, Super Famicom exclusive is Prime Goal. I already had Prime Goal 2, this is Prime Goal 1. Excellent soccer games. If you don't know what I'm talking about, check them out. Another game that is English friendly, it doesn't matter what language it is. It's just the fact that when you buy them Super Famicom, they're extra cheaper than the PAL or NTSC version. It is Ghosts and Ghouls. Great game, lots of fun. Another game that it doesn't matter what language it's in. Another game that is exactly the same situation, Fatal Fury. Fatal Fury 1, I was missing this one. I already had Special in 2, so now I have the 3 of them. Excellent. A game that I think is a Super Famicom exclusive, but is beautiful and super fun. It is Dodgeball, with all these kind of super characters. You have Ultraman and all these crazy characters from TV, from Japanese TV, and it is excellent. Great animations, great gameplay, great fun. Recommend this one. I recommend almost every game I play. I like playing a lot of games. Parlor, Pachinko game, Mini 4-in-1. I already had Parlor 2, now I have Parlor Mini 4-in-1. Great game to play 10-20 minutes, then you get sick and tired of it, but hey, why not? It's a good add to my collection. Bomberman 2, My God, what can I say? Excellent game, excellent fun, great game. What else? The game that I've been playing mostly on the Super Nintendo right now, Magic Sword. I remember this from back in the day in the arcades, and now having this at home is excellent. It's not 100% faithful to the arcade, of course, because the arcade is much more powerful than the Super Nintendo most of the times, but it's a great game, so love it. Another game is Super Mario World 2. Great game. Just can't stand the baby crying, but hey, taking that out, I love to play this game. ActRiser. It's a game that is easy to get through on the side-scrolling action platformer part, but when it comes down to building your armies, my God, is it hard because it's in Japanese. You're going to need some help or some YouTube or whatever, but then you get used to it, no problem. It's like any kind of mechanic. The Super Famicom game that I've been playing mostly the last times, and it's from Taito, and I love this game because it's a beat 'em up, is Sonic Blast Man. My God, this game is excellent. Recommend this game. Love it. Well, another games that I got for the Super Nintendo, aka Super Famicom, aka SNES, whatever, was Crayon Shinchan. Great game, looks nice. Really not my style of game, but hey, why not? Pretty cool to add to my collection. And the last Super Nintendo game that I got was Axlay. Axlay is a great space shooter with a lot of Mode 7, well applied, and looks and sounds in place excellent. And I got it with the manual in a great shape. The last thing I got for Super Nintendo in this case is the manual for Pilot Wings. Didn't have it yet, so here it is. Down to Master System, I only got 2 games. One of them is Running Battle. Excellent game, didn't know about this game. Really like it, side-scrolling action shooter and fighter. Pretty cool. Recommend this game, my friend. Didn't know about it and I just love it now. Another game that I got was Shadow Dancer. Already had Shadow Dancer on the Mega Drive. I think this is a cool version of Shadow Dancer. Exactly the same mechanics of gameplay, but different scenarios. So it looks and plays cool. And it's kind of like a different version of Shadow Dancer, so I like that. They kind of really made a different version of it. Now down to Mega Drive. What did I get? I'm going to leave this one for the end because it's the greatest game that I got here in this lot. Leaderboard, Class Golf. World Class Leaderboard, that's the name. Not a bad game, another golf game. Had it on the Master System, have it on the Mega Drive now. Cool game. Mostly the same game, just a little bit more detailed graphically, of course. It's a 16-bit game instead of the other one that was an 8-bit version that I have. So, looks good and plays good. Another game was Olympic Summer Games. Pretty good shape, mint. Already had Olympic Gold and Olympic Winter Games. Now I have Olympic Summer Games. Pretty cool. Nice add to my collection. A game that I love, like all the NHL games on the Mega Drive, is Hockey 93. Pretty cool game. Nice hockey game. Recommend it. Pretty cool. Another game that I love, and I didn't know I was going to love this kind of game. It is kind of weird to think about that, but it is Brian Lotta Cricket. Pretty cool. Complete in the box. Nice game to play. What can I say? By Codemaster. Hey, I like it. Go figure. Now the best game that I got from this Mega Drive's finds at a West Games Festival was Forgotten Worlds. This is an excellent old school space shooter from back in the day, in the beginning of the life of the Mega Drive, and I love this title. Pretty cool. Now the last thing I'm going to show, and I'm not sure from where it was. I know it's from England, but I don't know what company made this. This is a rental case for the Mega Drive Genesis Model 1. And it's in great shape. It's not a reproduction. I know that from where it came from. The person is 100% liable and correct person. But this had a Mega Drive 1 inside with 2 controllers. Of course, I didn't want the Mega Drive 1. I already have a lot of Mega Drive consoles. Model 1 in my collection. I need another one. But I asked him, will you sell me only the custom case? And he said, yeah. I'll sell you that. And then came the story. This came from England, and it was from a rental store. So it's a pretty cool add to my collection. Maybe I'll put my Retros 2 logo here or a Sega logo, but I think it will look really cool in my collection. So my friends, this was all the pickups I did in the last month. So nothing else to say, my friends. Please be well.